No one can predict the future, and uncertainty is the only constant when it comes to all of this, and that's okay. Hey, what's up? It's Marissa Roxas. Welcome to Monday Musings, a series in which I read straight from my journal and reflect on the past week. Today, I actually don't have a journal entry to share with you. I am reflecting on things inside of it, but I don't have like a nice, I guess, well-written entry that I wanted to share with you. But I did want to just like talk to you about something that I realized this week, or something that I was reminded of this week that I think is helpful to anyone who is on a path to becoming a filmmaker or a creative professional. My hope for this channel is that it becomes a place for filmmakers and creators alike to learn, grow, and support each other on. Because at the end of the day, there's no one path to becoming successful in any creative industry. We all have to forge our own, and I just hope that this channel becomes a place where we can learn together and grow together and support each other on. That's what I was trying to say. So basically this week, I just want to remind you that all the people that you look up to, personally, at least on the YouTube space, I look up to YouTubers like Matt Diavella, Peter McKinnon, Colin Smear, Sarah Dietschy, all of those great, Casey Neistat, of course, all those creators, all those filmmakers, right? I think we sometimes forget that, for one, their success didn't happen overnight, and two, and there's proof of this, Matt Diavella himself said that most of the time, he does not know what he's doing.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I kind of do. It's not always what it looks like from the outside. You see the polish, you see the finished book, but you don't see the work that goes into it and all the things that did go wrong, that could have went even worse. And when you look at what I've created now with my YouTube channel, my podcast, it can seem like everything is kind of perfect, and yeah, it's packaged, and I take a lot of time to edit my videos, but oftentimes, I don't have a clear vision on the video I'm going to make 2 weeks from now. And a lot of times I don't know the big projects I'm going to be doing a year from now or 6 months from now. So I don't know. And I'm really still continuing to learn as we go.
Of course, yes, we see that it's working out for him just fine. He has 1 million subscribers and all that. But the thing is that he's remained consistent. So it's not like he kept making stuff knowing that he was going to one day reach 1 million subscribers here on YouTube. Or he didn't know that his documentary Minimalism was going to be as successful as it is, like get on Netflix and all of that, affect as many people's lives as it has. And yet he still made it. What I'm trying to say is that to get to a place where you feel like you're successful in your craft or whatever it is that you're pursuing, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of honing that craft. In the process of doing that work, the chances are that you're not gonna know how it's all gonna pan out. Of course, it's important to know what you're doing. Of course, it's important to know how to make videos, edit, shoot, write. But at the same time, we'll never actually know what the outcomes of our work can produce, if that makes sense. So basically, to put it in simpler terms, so it's I hope most of us who are on YouTube or just making films, we're not just making it to reach an end result of subscribers, numbers, views. Those are great and it's awesome to feel that sort of external validation, but at the end of the day, I think it's just important that you're passionate about what you're doing and you really love what you're doing, because what's the point of doing it if you don't love it? Why do it?
If you don't love what you do, then why do it?
And Matt Diavella is not the only one. He's just the one that came up in this past week that he literally said most of the time I don't know what I'm doing. And for me, that's super comforting, because I think he's so polished and an amazing filmmaker, and to hear someone of that caliber say that, it just makes you feel a lot better about where you're at and the fact that hey, you just have to keep going, you have to keep pushing. Another example of that, if maybe you don't watch the Matt Diablo stuff, which I highly suggest you do, George Lucas. George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars. I forget the documentary, but there's a documentary out there. Let me know if you know the title of it. I haven't actually watched it, but I've heard in making the original trilogy of Star Wars, people say that George Lucas had no idea what he was doing. And when I say he didn't know what he was doing, is that he did not know how to run a movie set. And that's why now all the other Star Wars are directed by other people. Basically, he is an amazing storyteller that cannot be taken away from him. I mean, he is the creator of one of the biggest franchises ever, and that will probably never change. The truth of the matter is that he did not know how to run a movie set. He did not know how to direct. And hopefully you find comfort in that. And I think it's comforting because, like, if you think about it, someone who has created something so big still was kind of lost in the process of it, then when you find yourself saying, like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing, just think about George Lucas, just think about Matt Diablo, and know that it's perfectly normal to feel that way. What's important is that you keep going and you keep trying. So yeah, sorry for all of that was just like a word vomit, but I just wanted to remind people of that, and it's definitely something that I'm like trying to keep in the forefront of my mind. And also, I mean, I think I'm in a better place now when it comes to like creating stuff here on YouTube and just in my career in general, is that I don't need to know every step of the way. I just need to keep putting one foot in front of the other, keep making films, and of course pivot when I need to. But no one can predict the future, and uncertainty is the only constant when it comes to all of this, and that's okay. It's scary, but you're gonna be okay. You're gonna get it through it. All right. I think that's all I had for today. Thank you again for watching my Musings. Once again, I'm Marissa Roxas. I'm a filmmaker from San Diego, California. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit that subscribe button, ring that bell so you know when I post new videos. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next week.